And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys have got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
We'll stay in the seat as long as you would like.
We got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Monday, the Atlanta Hawks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their 6th contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got Buzelis. Trey Jones is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5. And the Bulls continue to stack young forward prospect Shams. Last season, it was Matas Buzelis, and now they had Noah Asenge.
Yeah, and you talk to people around the league, BA, and this is a team that has some young players, also some veteran players. So trying to figure out just exactly the direction of this organization. But Matas Buzelis and Noah Asenge, fell to them late in the lottery. Both have a ton of upside and athleticism that's waiting to be refined. We'll see if they can figure it out in Chicago.
Yeah, and we'll see if all that patience is going to pay off for the Bulls.
It feels like they've been living in the play-in tournament. Let's see if they can find themselves out of it.
Here's Buzelis. 6 on the shot clock. That one drops for him. Simons got 5 points.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Outside Bain. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to Suggs. 3-pointer. And it's Chicago with a board. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
And he comes up with a bucket. He has 7.
3 out of 3, perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. And Carroll finds Bain. It's a 3-pointer.
You got to D up Bain from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Jones feels it out. Okoro passes to Jones. Chicago passing it around. And here's Simons outside. The rebound by Carter. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Banchero outside. From outside the arc. And it's slammed in by Carter.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
Simons outside. To the inside. Oh, and it's Collins. That time on the assist by Simons. And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams, most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
And they pick up 2.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Simons outside. Back to Jones. Up top, Collins. From 11 feet away. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Bain. Wagner outside. The shot. And it's Orlando with another.
With the ball in his hands, Wagner is dangerous. Got to keep an eye on him.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Collins outside. No good on the 3. Orlando trailing here. And here's Suggs. His last outing, he had 24 points. Okoro outside. Pass to Jones. Here's Simons, and there's another one for Chicago.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
Now Banchero. His last outing, he had 24 points. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Nice use of the step back to create space.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Chicago. And here's Simons outside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
Bain finds Banchero. And he lobs it up top. And it's slammed in by Carter. And Shams, we're seeing a transition in regional media. The RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
And Chicago has possession. The Magic making their last shot. Here's Jones. The rebound by Carter.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Suggs surveys the D. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Chicago leading. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Simons. Lets it fly. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Yeah, Wagner showing he has the strength to beat contact.
Here's Jones. No points yet. Collins with a screen on Suggs. Jones in the post. He's covered by Suggs. The 3 from Okoro. Orlando with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
In their eyes, that's just taking care of business. They believe they're supposed to beat this team, but they'll have to see how the season series shakes out.
Now here's Okoro. That one goes. Count it. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keep things simple.
Silva's checked in for Paolo Banchero, and Black subbed in for Suggs. Chicago making a switch here. Chicago on D. Wagner in the high post. Outside Bain. Releases. And it's Kitty with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience. The tournament, also they can get the feedback. The clock can change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. Here's Simons following the bucket by the Magic. Up and in on the layup. Simons has got 16 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Wagner, the pass to Carter. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Bain. He's covered by Simons. Carter, a screen on Simons. The three from Bain. Chicago with a rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Collins a screen. Left side Giddey. Pass to Mr. Incredible. From the top of the key, that one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Carter, a screen on Giddey. Black passes to Wagner. Carter on the wing from the arc. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
That's how you want to see them crash to glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Pass to Buzelis. Lets it go from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Black, left side. There's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Mr. Incredible. Pure from 3-point range. Mr. Incredible's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Banchero comes in for Wagner. And Richardson subbed in for Bain. Then for Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And it's Colin Sexton in for Simons. We've got 1:08 left now in the first quarter. Wagner, the pass to Black. To win the run. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to Sexton. Now Giddey. Now Smith. This one for three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Wagner outside. Now Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off the shot here. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Pass to Williams. Here's Mr. Incredible. Drops in the three. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for Chicago. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
They've got Mo Wagner, Anthony Black out there with Banchero, and it's Howard in at the two-guard spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Free throw good, Wagner. And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk-reward that you play with as a general manager.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Bulls leading by 10. Here's Mr. Incredible. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Mr. Incredible's got 10 points in the game.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Black outside to the paint. Here's Banchero. Banchero from close range.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Now here's Giddey. Black defending. Giddey passes to Sexton. Here's Mr. Incredible. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Banchero outside. Rebound by the Bulls.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Down low. Outside Carter. Wagner with a screen. 4-3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Number 1, the Magic.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Bataze's checked in for Carter. Yabusele, he's checked in for Chicago. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Outside Giddey. Pass to Mr. Incredible. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 3rd assist of the night. It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the 2nd lowest in a decade, but big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA, and given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest of the league. Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Then for Chicago, Okoro is checked in for Sexton. Simons comes in for Yabusele. And it's Jones in for Giddey. Now here's Suggs. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league is supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
And it's Simons missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The three from Suggs. He drops it from range. Suggs has gotten his second bucket on the night.
A solid jump shooter. Now the defense has to get up on Suggs or that's going to happen.
Here's Mr. Incredible. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Bulls lead by 21.
I just love the ball move.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There's a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Guys?"
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. Suggs with it. He's got 5. Pass to Wagner. Off target at the rim. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 19-5 run. There's Simons with a 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Black passes to Banchero. It's rebounded by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 4 rebounds now.
And to put things simply, this has not been his
Wagner.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul. Shooting for the Bulls, Jalen Smith. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, VA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
Pass to Bain. Will it go? It's rebounded by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Fires for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Bain surveying the D. Bain with another miss.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Mr. Incredible gets the 3 to fall. Mr. Incredible's got 30.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Wagner against Smith. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Magic making a change here. De Silva's checked in. Then for Chicago, Collins, he's checked in for Smith. And Buzelis is subbed in for Simons. The Bulls shooting the ball 70% in this game. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Back to Jones. Collins a screen. Here's Mr. Incredible. That's it. Coming off an assist from Jones. Mr. Incredible's got 33 points. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they let that one slip through their fingers, and they just couldn't pull it together to fight off a big fourth-quarter comeback.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. And that one's good. Give him 35.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Right side Bain to snap the cold streak. Chicago grabs the miss.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Here's Mr. Incredible. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. Launches a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Over to the left wing. Shoots it from the corner. And again, it's Chicago.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
And Suggs, here we go. Pass to De Silva. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner with a screen. And here's Bain. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Here's Mr. Incredible. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
3 points.
Jones has got 4 assists in the game.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Inside. And the dunk by Wagner.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Great open look there.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Pass to De Silva. Back to Suggs. Wagner with a screen on Jones. Suggs, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Suggs against Jones. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Suggs. Bain, the pass to Suggs. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's 7 points here for Jalen Suggs.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Out to the right wing. Good! Another from three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Chums sit in with us. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody.
Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. For three, is rebounded by Okoro. The Bulls shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Well, Orlando shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Off target from outside. To the middle. Here's Buzelis. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who can make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. Defense is setting the tone. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
A look here now at the Magic. So far, they've had it pretty easy. All their games at home? Are you kidding me? But they're hard for me to evaluate until they've been tested on that road, Jack.
Well, we can circle back after that game, since you don't have an answer ready. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Chicago Bulls.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
On the court for Chicago, they've got Isaac Okoro, Anthony Simons out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Collins in at the center position.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Using all that size in close, Banchero, he understands his strengths on offense.
Pass to Okoro. Simons outside. With the teardrop. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Suggs. From deep, Bane. And the three-pointer goes. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Chicago passing it around. There's Simons with a three. Drains the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Bane. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Simons outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Magic have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Bane lays it up and in despite excellent defense. Bane's got 9 points now in the second half. Outside Jones. Collins outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. To the paint. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone hiccup. Once he locks that in, watch out.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Bane, the pass to Wagner. They get it back. And here's Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Carter from outside. Chicago with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Stolen by Carter. In transition, here they come. Tries again, and it's laid in by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Pass to Buzelis. There's Simons with a three. Another three for Chicago.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Now here's Wagner. A shot from the low post is good. Wagner's got 6 points.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Pass to Okoro. Back to Jones. Now Simons. Beyond the arc. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got his 9th assist of the game now. Now Suggs. 10 points for him. Carter finds Bane. Launches it from deep. And it's Chicago with a board. Collins has got 9 rebounds now. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Simons. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Back to Okoro. 5 on the clock. Here's Simons. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Suggs. Now Bane. Wagner outside. Back to Bane. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. Bane's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Three-pointer, Buzelis connects from downtown.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Banchero outside. The three from Bain. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Bain's got 18 points in the game.
Oh, man, just a big response from Bain.
Outside Jones. Collins with a screen on Bain. Down low. Collins, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
To the inside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
And everything Banchero does is with aggression.
Here's Simons. Oh, throw it down. Wow. Boom. He jams it straight down.
And that was a filthy move. No way defenses are stopping Simons when he does this.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. That shot off the mark.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Jones, the pass to Simons. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Simons has got 40 points.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
Pass to Carter. Shoots over Collins. Carter can't get it to go. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Here's Okoro. And the layup falls.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Suggs. Can they get it? And it's Chicago with a board. Collins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Collins a screen. Takes a three. And it's Simons missing. Orlando has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
And the Bulls shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Simons with it. Now Carter defending. No problems knocking that one down. Collins has got 7 points.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shots.
Wagner with a screen on Jones. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Now Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Banchero's got 10 points in just the second half.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Jones, the pass to Collins. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. 9 points in the game.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Pass to Carter. Here's Suggs. Here's the three. Buzelis grabs the board. And here's Chicago. They're on a 12-4 run. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Bain with it. He's picked up by Jones. Bain, the pass to Wagner. Over Okoro. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Jones against Suggs. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. On the wing, Bain. Inside. Suggs outside. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Chicago Bulls making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're back in a moment. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving, extra pass, attack, pass, and play, okay?
Billy Donovan enjoying the activity. Good ball movement, good body movement. Just wants to see more of it.
Yeah, they're working together well. The key now is to try to do it consistently throughout the rest of the evening.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out. And again for 3.
He is completely dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in 2nd place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right?
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Richards with a screen. It's Giddey on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. And it's Giddey missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And the shot goes down.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Giddey passes to Richards. Here's Mr. Incredible. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Here's Black. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Here's Mr. Incredible. Good! Another from 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Williams is checked in for Chicago. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen on Williams. Wagner inside, working on Williams, and Wagner gets it to go.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Smith passes to Mr. Incredible. Fires from deep. Orlando with the rebound. That kicks off a 5-game road trip for the club. Pass to Suggs. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to De Silva. 3-pointer. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Williams in the post. Black defending. Sexton. Rebounded by Suggs. Suggs has got 5 rebounds tonight.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Wagner looking it over. Wagner outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Suggs outside. Uses the glass on the layup.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Outside Sexton. Here's Giddey. Back to Sexton. Puts up a 3. Unable to get that one. Up top Suggs. Giddey defends. Suggs, the pass to Black. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out.
And good! There's another!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Now here's Black. Pass to Suggs. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
They set the screen. Here's Mr. Incredible. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
For Orlando, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Suggs with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Suggs has got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. Here's Giddey. Rebounded by Suggs. For Orlando, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. From behind the arc, he buries it from 3. Suggs has got 21 points in the game.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Giddey passes to Mr. Incredible. The Magic have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Pass to Suggs. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 23 points in the game.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness fighting through the contact.
Here's Mr. Incredible. And got it! Another basket!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Pass to Black. Well, Richard, over the last few years, we're seeing the NBA experiment with the format for the All-Star game.
I'm a classic East versus West guy, but the play needs to be more competitive. I think that is the best version of the All-Star game we've ever seen.
Smith with a screen on Suggs. Here's Mr. Incredible. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Wagner with a screen on Sexton. Black off target with the three. The Bulls shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Williams against Wagner. And Wagner gets it to go. On the assist by Wagner. Wagner's got 7 assists in the game. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Williams. Gets the 3 ball to go. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Smooth sailing for Chicago. Yet another bucket.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Luka, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Banchero comes in for De Silva. And it's Bain in for Black. And the Bulls also making a change. Miller's checked in. Outside Bain. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Giddey against Suggs. Pass to Sexton. Chicago passing it around. Good! That's another bucket!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher-scoring games ever. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came
and again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He's surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961 and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Count that bucket.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
Here are the Bulls with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Miller, a screen on Bain. Mr. Incredible, no good. And Orlando shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. Banchero with a screen on Giddey. Some room here for Suggs. Goes back up. And Banchero with a nice bucket inside.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here's Mr. Incredible from downtown. Hits yet again. Wow.
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rear view, he has only Wilt's 100 mark left. This is the closest anybody has ever come.
Offensive rebound. Outside Bain from deep. And it's Giddey with a rebound. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.